Okay, let's just go ahead and address the elephant in the chamber pot. Yes, I said piss, urine. And no, I am not talking about a kink. I am talking about magic. Folk magic, old magic, magic that predates a lot of you guys' Pinterest-inspired altars. So this is going to be another episode of the things that we share. It's fine if you're like this person and you don't like urine, whatever, you don't want to deal with that, that's fine. But some of the people in the comment section have been saying some really outrageous things like this is a closed practice and all these things, and I just want to dispel all of that. Again, this is not directed to this person. I just want to use this comment to address the issue. There are a lot of people in the comment section talking about how, oh, this is a closed practice and you can't do this and we don't do this in my coven, and that's fine. If that's your personal experience and that's what you want to do, totally fine. But do not confuse your sanitized spirituality with historical reality. Because guess what? Urine has been used in folk magic for centuries. Across cultures, across continents, across color lines. Some of you guys saw a melanated witch mention this thing and could not resist but to go into the comment section and type, "Ooh, this is closed. Ooh, why are they sending me these closed practices?" I need you guys to really ask yourself, if I was a white person and I was talking about using piss, you wouldn't have even for a second questioned if it was open, right? But because I'm black, you automatically assumed that everything that I teach is closed. I even have people asking me if my money spells are closed, if glamour magic is closed, and it's giving the opposite effect of what you think it is. Like, you're not even using critical thinking, nor are you even doing your own research. So it's actually not having the kind of culturally aware impact that you guys want to have. I understand you want to be very, very careful with closed practices, but some of this is common sense, and some of this you could find on the first page of Google, and you don't need to get all of your information from a video or content creator online. Some of you guys are just lazy. Let's just keep that a stack, okay? But piss though, let's talk about piss. Urine is used for many different reasons in spiritual practices, and that's gonna be uncomfortable for some of you guys, but it's the truth, okay? The first reason is because it's personal as fuck, all right? It doesn't get more connected to you than it being from you, okay? Immediate tag lock. Second, it is filled with ammonia, and ammonia is used for cleansing not only your space, but also spiritual gunk and grime. It has a really potent clearing impact. And lastly, because it's accessible. You think about why people use this back in the day, not just for magical purposes, but mundane purposes, is because it's something that they could use when they didn't have any money. A lot of your ancestors were poor, okay? So that's also why it's effective, because the first piss of the day is free 99. But who uses it, right? Let's talk about who uses this and what practice. If you thought that this was just a hoodoo thing, that's cute, but no. The European witches, they have used it traditionally in witches' bottles. They will add their urine, some nails, and other ingredients and bury it under their property for protection. That's super fucking old. Very, very traditional practice. Italian folk magic uses it for love spells and binding work. The British Isles practitioners use their morning piss to break off curses and hexes, okay? Very, very traditional. And in Nordic and Celtic practices, they use fermented urine for things like cleaning wool and clothes, and yes, for dye baths. People have literally been cleaning their clothes and their spirits with urine since the beginning. So before you go clutching your pearls like, oh my God, you bitches are nasty, please make sure that you are just not ignorant to historical practices, traditional practices. I didn't make up using urine in a practice, right? I just delivered a message for somebody who may have needed it, right? It's a really great way to create dominance, to clear away negative energy, and to get control over a space and an environment. That's what that video was for. Let's just commit ourselves to being researchers, to being curious enough to go beyond a video that we saw on TikTok and go and do research about how whatever it was that we're learning is embedded in our traditions, right? What are our cultural relevancy to this thing that we want to do? I don't see people putting their thinking caps on and their critical thinking skills, which is honestly a huge part of magic, to discover how there is a through line and how they can find inspiration by other cultures without taking from them. It's why I made this series, but some of you guys are just so lazy. I just can't help you. I can't help you. It's fine to be lazy if you want to be, but be curious if you're gonna be lazy. Because to come on here and expect us to hand feed you, but then you don't want to pick up a book or even go on the first page of Google, I mean, it's just silly. It's silly to me. So yeah, urine isn't a new thing. And if you don't want to use that, don't use it. But don't come on my page and start saying weird stuff. Like, it's fine. It's fine. But it's also not new.